Most people don't fail because their goals are too big. They fail because they never stop to think about how they're doing. In this video, I'm breaking down 4 proven strategies for actually hitting your goal. Then I'll show you the one habit that ties it all together. If you've ever set a goal, got motivated for a week, watched it fade away, stick around because the last part might change how you approach every goal you set. Let's get started with the big picture. What are the most proven methods to accomplishing a goal? So there are 4 strategies that show up again and again in the real world and research. Scheduled self-reflection. This is going to be regularly checking in on your progress. Setting micro goals, small actionable steps that keep you moving forward. Focused work blocks, uninterrupted time for deep work, and an accountability system, sharing your goal with someone who helps you stay on track. Together, these form a simple but powerful system for consistent progress. But of all of them, there's one habit that most people skip. And it's usually the reason they stall out. The habit is self-reflection. So why is self-reflection so important? Because it's how you stay aware of what's actually happening. Without reflection, you might be working hard, but in the wrong direction. Reflection gives you a moment to pause, zoom out, and ask, is what I'm doing still getting me closer to where I want to be? How do you actually reflect effectively? It doesn't have to be complicated. It's just about asking better questions. So here's a simple weekly check-in you can do in less than 10 minutes. What did I accomplish this week? What challenged me? What did I learn? And what's the next step I'll take? That's it. Write it down, record it in a journal, digitally on your phone, or with voice notes. What matters is consistency. The small check-ins create massive self-awareness over time. Bonus tip, I love, after I fill out the existing week, to reread the previous week because it really reminds you of everything you've done in that short amount of time, which is just a positive amount of creating forward momentum to want to keep going and keep progressing. So when's the best time to do this? I like to schedule it. Same time every week. For me, it's typically Wednesdays. Free days for me, I tend to not schedule a lot, but for you, it can be a Sunday evening or maybe Friday before the weekend. The key is to treat it like the most urgent, time-sensitive meeting with yourself. You wouldn't skip a meeting with your boss or your team, right? So don't skip the one that determines your future and your drive. So how does reflection help motivation? When you stop and look back, you realize you're actually making progress. Even if it's small, you start to see patterns, what's working, what's draining your energy, where you're improving, what creates momentum. Because motivation doesn't come from hype. It comes from seeing evidence that you're getting better. So if you want to hit your goals this year, don't just plan, pause. Take the time to reflect, adjust, and keep moving. That's how you stay on course when everyone else burns out. If you're ready to start, here's your challenge. Pick one time this week, you sit down and reflect for 10 minutes. You'll be amazed at what you discover. If you really want this to stick, find someone that will actually support you, share this video with them, and challenge them to do the same thing. If you found this helpful, drop in the comments when you're going to be doing your reflection and what your goals are. I'd love to hear what they are. Stay strong.